last video had some technical issues. It really had some technical issues really early. So, unfortunately. Oh well. So if a video malfunctions, I just come right back. So it's basically, I just like pretend, you know, I mean it happened, but then I just carry on from the last video. So that's how I do it. And so I was saying that the director of Apollo 13 from 1995 was Ron Howard of the Andy Griffith Show, who went on to star in The Happy Days, which was a series that was inspired by George Lucas's The Popular American Graffiti, and wanted to capitalize on the nostalgia of the 1950s. And what is nostalgia of the 1950s? Okay, I guess it's post-war, the good old days that created the baby boomers. So it's like a boom period, and it's a happy period of exploration and discovery and growth, and the actual American dream comes to life. So it's like cars, you can afford things, you could buy a house, you could get married at 18 if you wanted to and have 3 kids, and you could have a decent job, and the American dream, going to the diner with your buddies, you know, good times, motorcycles and cars and girls, and just kind of like the high school, or like I guess it's I think it's the high school experience, so, of the 1950s, rock and roll and really fun Americana stuff. So I think that's what American Graffiti, what The Happy Days was about. Yeah. Now, were the 1950s just good times and cheap shit and riding around your motorcycle chasing babes, and was it just really just like the most awesome time in American history? You know, I don't know. That's the problem I have with a nostalgia program like that. It's like they don't show the dark side of it. You know, they don't show the underbelly. It's not supposed to be one of those kind of shows. So like if they made a show like glamorizing the 1980s, for instance, you know, if they tried to sugarcoat it, like it was like just perfect or something, it would just be a kitsch. It'd just be a sugar-coated show. That's how I feel about Happy Days. It's just a sugar-coated version of the American dream of the post-war period. Inoffensive, really, but still not my kind of cup of tea. So I didn't really enjoy it as a kid. I was like, this is just America. This is America kitsch. This is just sugar-coated nonsense, you know? Like, I bet the real experience wasn't like that. Oh, it's just good times and cheap shit and no cracks. Yeah, okay, whatever. Silver linings without dark shadows and dark clouds. I don't think life was really ever really perfectly secure and happy or something, you know, like some utopia. But, I mean, maybe if there were some times that were like that, maybe it was the 1950s. Maybe it was, you know, in some respect, the 1980s. So, you know. Or about as close as man could ever get to having a happy time on Earth. You know, having a happy time in his or in mankind's existence. So, maybe so. Maybe the 1950s America, 1980s America was the very best mankind was ever going to have it, and the rest was going to be a horrible dystopian sci-fi novel going down the drain. So, I mean, I hope it's not that, but we'll see. Rest in peace, Jim Lovell, commander of the Apollo 13. Ed Harris, who plays the administrator of NASA during that time, the chief, the leader, basically of mission control, leading the mission. I don't remember the guy's name who worked for NASA. I don't know his real name. I just call him Ed Harris. And so, I mean, so he didn't say nut up or shut up to the crew in Apollo 13. He didn't say go big or go home, boys. He just said get off your ass and go pound the pavement. No, he said failure is not an option. That's true. Yeah. Failure is not an option. That's a classic line. Verified by historical records. So. No, I didn't say go big or go home. He said failure is not an option. Yeah, there it is. And Jim Lovell said, Houston, we have a problem. Or on the news, it said that he said, Houston, we've had a problem, which is not as excitingly dramatic. You're the screenwriter, you want to make a juicy, exciting, dramatic line. So you had to change it from had, like we had a problem. Yeah, we had some problems. But, it's like we got it under control. It's cool now. That's not very dramatic. But it's dramatic to say, Houston, we have a problem. That's dramatic. That's what the Ron Howard and the boys decided to do. Tom Hanks. So the mission itself is 55 years old, 55th anniversary. And the film Apollo 13, which I saw in 1995, by myself, I believe. Yeah, I was a big space enthusiast. I think I still am. And but when I was younger, I was just, Star Trek, Star Wars, and outer space. I couldn't wait to watch the next outer space thing. Okay, I just couldn't wait to watch the next thing. Yeah. So I was a space enthusiast. Yes, from an early age, almost from. Then when my mom's cousin was playing a gig, jazz guitarist Mike Wheeler at the Park Shops downtown Houston, then Buzz Aldrin was there, and so I got his autograph. Is it because my mom was hot? I'd prefer not to think of it that way, but maybe that's what it was. My mom was hot? Could have been the deal. I don't know. Hey, hot moms can open doors. Hot moms can open doors or open wallets. Okay, but really, no. So my great-grandmother pushed me on the stage before he gave a speech about space. Eugene Buzz Aldrin. The second man on the moon, I guess. July 20th, 1969. So then there were other children wanted to get the autograph, but then, I don't know, he saw my grandmother and he saw my mom. He saw my mother, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, my mother was ugly, I wouldn't be here, right? I mean, come on, let's be honest. If either, well, unless it was a desperation. Some people breed out of desperation, Some people go, oh shit, my biological eggs are dying. Like, I have to breed. And they're just like, well, I guess tag, you're it. Some people are playing tag, you're it out there. And I get why they're doing it. The whole spread the human race thing. That's cool. Yeah. Tag, you're it. You're the bunny. Need some more welfare money. That guy's good. But whatever the case, I guess he was like, oh, this kid, I like this kid. You know, before I do my space speech, I'm going to sign the space shuttle. So he signed my space shuttle back in 1988. And I was like, oh my God. Buzz Aldrin, Buzz Lightyear signed my space shuttle. This is like the best day of my life. So in 1995, you know, I went and saw Apollo 13, learned about the mission and everything, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I really enjoyed the movie. Then my late great Aunt Crystal, they used to have this place in Clear Lake off NASA Road 1. It was called Pete's Pizza. Yeah. And during the filming of Apollo 13, she saw Tom Hanks. And he was dressed as a Rastafarian. Yeah. He had dreadlocks. Fake wig on, and some glasses, and like I guess like a hillbilly, like a MAGA hat, like he'd wear on Saturday Night Live in the future. And so he's trying to look basically like a white Rastafarian pothead, like redneck something, you know. And then Kevin Bacon is there. Bill Paxton isn't there. Unfortunately, Bill Paxton is not there getting pizza with Ron Howard and Tom Hanks and Kevin Bacon. But Kevin Bacon's there. 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Or 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever. Yeah, some people are like, how did you find information? How did you know that Donna died? I'm like, you never heard of the theory of 6 degrees of separation? I know some people are like, oh man, I want my privacy so bad, especially in these times. I know, but all I have to do to break your privacy or your private life is go out to the street and talk to somebody. That's it. That's all it takes. 2 people talking about another person is called information exchange. So that's what they call 6 degrees of separation. So some people are like, how did you know? How did you know Billy's sister died? I'm like, 6 degrees of separation. You never heard of it? It's a human theory that we're only separated by 6 other humans. And it doesn't matter if we try to go hide in a cave. It doesn't matter if we're Ted Kaczynski and we go out to a log cabin in the woods. The FBI still found him. Because there was 6 degrees of separation. There was communication. There was contact. Yeah, I mean, the minute I walk out into a city, I could meet somebody who knows somebody else, who knows another person. That's like the original social network is 6 degrees of separation. So, I mean, people might try to keep things private, but really, there's some things that people really can't even, you know, like information society. There's some things that they really can't hide. So they might want to hide it. They might be like, oh man, I don't want to talk about my mother's death. But then eventually, you know, somebody's going to talk to somebody and say, hey, Johnny's mother died. Right? And then it's going to, no matter how much people try to suppress information, it's going to leak because of 6 degrees of separation. Yeah, to me, 6 degrees of separation isn't just a theory, it's a reality. So, isn't the human family wonderful? Obviously, it's a joyride. So my aunts, the Kevin Bacon and Ron Howard, the director of Apollo 13, they're trying to hide at Pete's Pizza, or you know, the pizza place at Clear Lake on NASA Road 1 in in Clear Lake, Texas, where they have Houston Mission Control, NASA. My aunt's very keen, and she's like, she notices like Tom Hanks, Tom Hanks as a Rastafarian, she's like, okay, something's fucking up. She recognizes Ron Howard because she was a baby boomer. She grew up in the 1960s, probably watching Opie, and she probably watched Happy Days or something. So, and maybe she liked Kevin Bacon too, and watched Footloose or something. But she recognized one of them, probably Tom Hanks, but it might have been Kevin Bacon or Ron Howard too, because those guys aren't exactly underground, mysterious, unknown figures in society or pop culture. So those guys aren't necessarily nonchalant brothers. So maybe, you know what? Bosom Buddies. That was a good one. Where he had the roommate, and they had to get the scholarship, and they had to dress like women. They had to dress in drag. I thought that was so hilarious when I was a kid. Bosom Buddies. I was laughing my head off. It's like, guys are dressing in drag to get a fucking apartment or something. I was like, it was the funniest shit. Yeah, Bosom Buddies. Would I think it was funny now, Bosom Buddies? Probably not as funny as like back then. Guys dressing up like women ain't as funny as it used to be, right? Maybe because there's so much of it, right? If it was just every once in a while, there's a guy dressed up like a lady. But since it's like, maybe I wouldn't find that shit as funny as I did when I was like 5 years old, right? So, but yeah, Bosom Buddies, that made me laugh my head off. That was hilarious. Hilarious motherfucker. I wish there was a Bosom Buddies movie where they were dressed in drag. I would have loved the whole 2 hours of it. With lipstick and dresses and big wigs. No, I'm joking around. No, but anyways, some bras and panties. Bosom Buddies. Yeah, I think, did I ever go back and try to watch an episode and I was like, leave the past alone, dude. Yeah, I don't want to mess up my like hilarious childhood memories. Sometimes I don't want to watch a show that I watched back in 1980 when I was like 5, and then watch it now and then be like, fucking, why did I ever like this shit? Some memories I like to keep as like like beautiful memories, like, that was so funny, Tom Hanks dressing as a woman, and then just like kind of leave it alone, dude. That's in the past. Don't explore the past too much. So not dangerously so. No, it's like Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn. Keep your focus on the here and now. Your focus determines your reality. And Star Wars Episode 1 of Phantom Menace. Keep your focus on the here and now, where it belongs. Always dreaming, always looking towards the future, never on where you were or what you were doing. Yoda, when he scolds Luke. And Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, May 21st, 1980, the day I was born, was the best Star Wars movie came out, obviously. So I guess Yoda was kind of like my Yo-Dad. Ha ha! Not really. All right. So, so my aunt was like, "Hey, Tom, you're Tom Hanks." He's like, "Yeah, we were hungry and needed to get some pizza." And Ron Howard and Kevin Bacon. And then so on the napkin, then they wrote all their autographs on her napkin from the pizza place. And then, unfortunately, my aunt died of last year, cancer, brain cancer. But anyways. Rest in peace, Jim Lovell. Rest in peace, my Aunt Crystal. Oh, rest in peace, Bill Paxton, too. Friday, the Apollo the 13th. It's really 8/8, so. What's the next part of the song? That was it. That was like track one. The first track is. It's just G chord. It's my masterpiece called G chord. G chord. Not really. So. Yeah, I think the early space pioneers did a lot for manned space flight and space exploration. Now, I know a lot of conspiracy channels are talking about the secret space program, the space program that the public does not know about. Do I believe that there's a secret space program? Well, there could be. Yeah. Who knows what the government really knows about what the public really wants to know about, which is the greatest question of all time. Well, is there two greatest questions of all time? There's at least two. Is there a God? There you go. Number two is, are human beings alone in the universe in terms of life and life forms or advanced life? So those are the two burning questions that have burned man for millennia, since time memorial and all that stuff. Yeah. Is there a God? Well, when everybody dies, definitely everybody's going to find out. Number two, so the litmus test, if there's a God, is basically everybody's going to die, so they're going to find out anyways. So it's just kind of baked in the cake, as it were. Number two, are there extraterrestrials or alien life? Well, Earth is just one planet in a solar system in one galaxy. And according to the latest data, there's 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. That means billions of suns, millions of planets. So I don't really believe that in all of that gigantic universe that there's 2 trillion galaxies, that there's no life besides us. I find that impossible to believe. So. Oh yeah, what is the purpose of existence in life? What is the purpose of anything? Yeah, maybe that's the third question. The deeper, the existential one. Is there a purpose to all matter, space, and time? Or is there no purpose at all? Is it just here just because? No good reason. Maybe those tie into the second and the first and second question as well, but kind of attacks another layer, like why. So you have, so it attacks another layer of why life is, what's the purpose. Why ask why? Drink Bud Dry used to be the beer. Yeah. But as an explorer, as a philosopher, people will be forced to answer these questions, or at least attempt to conjecture upon the three fundamental questions. Is there a God? Is there life in the universe besides us? Number three, is there a point to matter, space, and time? Is there a point to all that exists? Three questions. The burning ones. The ones that haunt all mankind for all time. Well, maybe not all time, but most of the time. I'll call them the three fundamental questions. Let's break it down. All right, so is there a God? I'm going to say, I don't know. It's not adequate. It just covers it for now. I would actually have to die to realize if there was a afterlife or creator or anything like that. So I'd actually have to be dead to theoretically know. So since I will be dead one day, hopefully not soon, but hopefully later, hopefully I'll get to explore that. So that answer. And then number two, is there life beyond Earth? I'd say definitely yes. The universe is too vast for there not to be life beyond Earth. So probably the governments and the U.S. government are bullshitting the public and have been, for a long, long, long time. So yeah, there's a cover up on the alien question, for sure, without a doubt, no question. There's a cover up on the secret space program. There's a cover up on the existence of extraterrestrials. All that is just, yeah. That's the governments of the world are blowing smoke up their citizens' asses for sure. And number three, is there a purpose to the universe, or a purpose to life, purpose to existence, or anything existing? I'm not sure. There could be a purpose to it. I'm not saying that matter and time and space and existence is purposeless, but also one must face the reality that all things in the universe might be without a purpose at all, and there may not be a higher goal to it. It could just exist because it does. It is what it is the old saying. So that's what we could be dealing with, is it is because it is. And so, or Ludwig Wittgenstein, all things in the world are that which is the case. So that's what we could be dealing with here. It is what it is. All things in the world or beyond is that which is the case. So that could also be true. I know you have fairy tale realities are comforting because there's an eternal being and people are happy forever and all that. It's a fairy tale ending where everybody's happy and everything works out. The unsettling ending is that there are dark looming questions and uncomfortable truths that people have to face about their lives and existence. And then that's the dark side. So that's the uncomfortable side. That life is not a fairy tale and never was. So, and it's never going to be either. Rough stuff. That's okay. We're not really afraid to get into the weeds, so a little bit. Get into the muddy waters. I've never really been afraid to get into the muddy water and bump into the shark every now and then. Take a dookie. Damn. All right, we got the drink. All right, mom's getting fucked up yelling. So, anyways. Next time I do win $400, she ain't getting shit. Because she just kind of just shit it. She didn't fucking appreciate it at all. Fucking bitch. Oh well. My mom will I like to sip and just have a few drinks, but she likes to chug a bottle and she gets like shit faced, like really sometimes really vindictive and stuff. So I get mean sometimes when I drink, but not as much as she's just kind of she goes into blackout mode. She doesn't know what the fuck is going on. I mean, I think blackout mode is okay, if it's like you're playing some music or something, but you're just like yelling at the top of your lungs for 5 hours. That's not good. So next time I win $350 or $1,000 or whatever, I'm keeping it for my own self because I need to have my own stash. Because this woman obviously cannot handle money at all. Not even halfway. Not even a little bit. But there's hurricane development maybe after August 13th. Maybe a big motherfucker will smash this motherfucker, Houston, Texas. Force 5. Decimate. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Decimation Station. Yeah, the next door neighbors are fighting, but if this bitch wants to start shit, let's shut that shit down. She already ruined Wednesday night by yelling fuck at like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, going fuck. I didn't go and fight her that time, so I didn't get involved. I was like, whatever, I'm gonna shut my door and go to sleep. This ain't worth it. I'm hoping the Mega Millions will hit for tonight. Had to clean up Bella's dog diarrhea all day. And then fucking now this. The shit never stops. I just, you know what? My next stage is apathy. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to continue getting buzzed from my drink and playing my guitar. I pretend like this noise pollution is not occurring. What the fuck is she doing? What? What's that about?
Oh, bitching and barking.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm
No.
fucking pissed off.
Oh,
Turn
sorry.
on your fucking fan.
Okay,
Good God. If I have to continue to hear fucking barking, I'm gonna beat somebody's ass and it ain't gonna be the dogs.
Alright.
Son of a bitch. I'm downstairs.
Okay. Alright, here's the deal. What? Chill out. Love y'all. Okay, babies. It's okay. I got better down. It's okay. It's okay, babies. Okay, y'all be good. I love y'all. Okay, go lay in the belly. But here's the deal. If the baby boomers try to ruin my future in any way, more than they already have, there's going to be hell to pay. So that's a warning to the baby boomers. All the baby boomers out there, yeah, born from wherever the baby boomers started to whenever it ended. That's a message for all the baby boomers. Yeah, you fuck with me. You fuck with the younger people? Okay, boomer. We're gonna show you fucking boomer, okay? See what the baby boomers did? They said, ha ha ha, we have all the money. and everybody else can go fuck themselves. Well, I don't think it's us who are going to be fucked ultimately. So that's a warning. But if they don't take heed, they're going to find out the hard way. All right. No, it's when mom drinks. When she drinks kind of slow, has a few shots here and there, kind of sips, she's okay. But if she's like, she just hits a bunch, then it's like zoot, and it's like fuck. Yeah, that's the fuck you, go to hell, fuck her, and all that stuff. So yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. So my mother, she obviously has the anger issues and obviously has the uh, drinking too much alcohol issues. My stepdad, his issue wasn't really alcohol. It's that he tries to manipulate. He tries to fuck and change everything all the time. He's always trying to control people. He's always trying to control situations. So my stepdad's issue is that he's trying to control everybody all the time. Yeah, that's his big fucking problem that he has. It's not alcohol. He tries to manipulate people and situations all the time. And so he tries to manipulate things and people like a sociopath to his benefit all the time. So that's why he's not an entirely trustworthy person, because he always has number one on his mind. And everybody else, yeah, he might, give a crap a little bit, but he's always looking out for number one, and he's always looking to change things, and he's always looking to control things. So he's not really a trustworthy character, in my opinion. So, it was a nightmare when my stepdad and my mom were living back together, because it was like years had not even passed, because mom would get a little tipsy and then my stepdad would flip out yelling all night, and it was just too much noise. So I don't ever want to live with my stepfather again. My mother, I can kind of sort of handle it, a few flip outs every now and then, a few shenanigans here and there. Not really, I love my mother a lot, but she's definitely, gotta face some things. Like, she's gotta probably cut back the alcohol, obviously. She's probably gonna have to quit smoking if she wants to live longer. And that's up to her if she gives a shit about the future. And she'll probably have to budget a little bit more and cut out luxury items if we're going to survive here. So it's not just the matter of getting employed, but what is the matter is that it's also a lifestyle change. So that's also I don't think that boomers are cool with lifestyle changes. So I don't really think that baby boomers who've been smoking and drinking most of their lives want to give up shit just because they have to, so they can live another 10 years. So I know my mom's going to struggle with that, and as many people in their 60s are going to struggle with giving up booze and tobacco. And I could give it up. I've given up booze before, and I can give up tobacco pretty easily. It's fairly easy. If I stop smoking, I don't think about smoking after. I just carry on. I'm not a saint, obviously, but another thing about my stepfather is that he's paranoid and keeps a lot of weapons. So he keeps knives and guns and mace and Bye.